welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing a simple eye and also some hair. Off camera I primed my face, and right now I am going to set my eyes. I love this powder for setting my eyes. It helps to really make the eyeshadow blend a lot better, and also helps with the vibrancy of the makeup. So I use patting motion to really get the powder to stay on my eyes, even underneath. Pat, pat, pat. And I'm fumbling around. I'm trying to figure out which foundation to use. So I'm going to use my favorite combo. I'm going to use the Becca Skin and the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I love mixing them. A beautiful combination. Skin-like foundation that really smooths out any imperfections in my skin. And it gives a nice dewy glow. A healthy glow to my skin. So shaking my foundation, which is really important because you want all the pigments to not sit at the bottom. You want to make sure it's, when you pour it out, that it's even. I love it so much. This is one of my favorite foundations, and when I add it with the Becca foundation, it just takes it to a whole different level. I'm going to use my brush and I'm going to mix them together on the back of my hand. My hand is clean. As always, it's very important to make sure your tools, your hand, everything is clean. So I'm applying it on my skin, a dabbing motion, not dragging, but just pat pat into my skin. And I'm making sure I cover every inch of my skin, not leaving any patches. I'm making sure everything is nice and even on the sides. It's very important because you don't want to have spots where your skin is showing and the makeup is around it. And that's why it's also important to blend all the way down to your neck, so it's one seamless color all the way down. And I'm making sure I also get along my hairline as well. Try not to put it on my hair, but if I do, I'll correct it later. Also, don't forget the ears also. We want it to look like skin. We don't want any imperfections or any of our skin to show. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where I have a lot of my pictures showing how I wear my hair, makeup, healthy tips that I've been utilizing over the past year or so, and just how eating healthy and taking care of me is beneficial for my hair journey as well as just overall health. So I'm blending everything. I do take a lot of time blending my makeup into my skin. I just love that it will give like a nice skin-like look. So it's very important to blend, blend, blend. So now I like to highlight. This is one of my favorite concealers that I use under my eyes. It has a nice long-lasting effect. It doesn't like start to smear or anything like that, and I really love that. I've started using a brush, this type of brush under my eyes, which I really like. It doesn't absorb a lot of the concealer, so it leaves it on my skin, but it also blends it out really nicely where there's no patches. You don't see any of my bags of my eye or anything, so it really helps to just brighten and conceal. I'm just making sure it's blended on the sides because we don't want the patchiness. My nose, forehead and also my chin. And you don't want to forget that also. And blend, blend, blend. Like I am going to always say throughout this video, any video, is very important to blend your makeup, whether it's eyeshadow, makeup, blush, whatever you apply into your skin. You want to make sure that you are blending it out evenly. So now I am going to set my under eyes. This is important because you don't want to have any fine lines, any caking or anything like that. So I go in with that brush again and help to set my eyes. And don't forget the other places that you highlight as well. You want to also set those as well. I'm getting the powder everywhere as always. And now I am going to, I like to bronze. My favorite thing that I discovered in Fenty Beauty is one of my favorite line. A lot of my products I use from that line. So I'm just using a little bronzer on the side just to give me some depth. Since the foundation makes you all one color, you want to bring some dimension to your skin. So I go along the sides of my cheekbones, my temple, to bring in the depth, bring in some more color. Also on my forehead, and blending it as I go along. You want to get rid of some of that neck, you know, so you got to go in and kind of like carve that out. Also the nose, I like to do a little light contouring of my nose to give it, slim it down a little and just give it some shape as well, so it's not blending in to my face. So now this is a new product that I've used a few times, and it is for your cheeks. So it gives it a nice little natural flush look, and I really have been loving this. It's really skin-like because it is a cream, and I haven't had any reactions to it or anything like that. I really love it for my cheeks. I also use it for my lips as well. I really love the color, and I don't look like a clown when I wear it, so it blends out really well. It's not too overbearing or anything like that, not overwhelming at all. And I love to put it on my nose as well. I'm going to put a little bit more on just because sometimes it get lost as I set the rest of my face or anything like that. So I want to make sure I have enough of the color on my cheeks. Because like I said, it is, you can blend it, over blend it sometimes. But it is an easy product to use and I really love it. And I definitely purchased a lot more in different colors because I loved it so much. And orange is such a beautiful color on darker skin, deeper skin complexions, and one of my favorite colors to play around with. I'm just making sure it's blended on the sides. So eyelashes, I like to curl my eyelashes because it helps to open my eyes more. I have small eyes, so anything that I can do to help lift and open them, I'm all for it. So I like to curl my lashes before I do any kind of mascara on them, and it does make a difference. So that is a primer that I use for my eyelashes, but I don't know what I was thinking. I forgot to put my eyeshadow on. And I love this palette that I got from Juvia's Place. Most of my eyeshadows are from Juvia's Place. Their colors are phenomenal. They last for a long time. They're very pigmented. I definitely would recommend purchasing a few palettes from Juvia's. So I'm going to use this color right there. It's like a nice mauve color. It matches my shirt, so I said, why not? Let's just go for it. And also, this color looks so good on deeper skins also. And right now I'm just patting it on, making sure I build up the intensity of the color. And I'm trying to make sure it's even on both sides. I don't want one side a little bit deeper than the other side. So I like to make sure that they're even. And I wanted to try a different color that I haven't had before. And this color is like a little gray purplish color. And I'm just going to use that just for a little bit of depth to make it a little bit deeper on the sides. Almost like a smoky look. And it's so much prettier in person to see the shadows. The shadows are amazing. They're easy to work with. The colors are amazing. I just can't say enough about those palettes. And they always run sales, so you can always get a palette on sale. They're very affordable. I haven't tried any other like the lip glosses or lipsticks, but I definitely recommend the palettes. So right now I'm just blending out the edges to make sure they're not too harsh, and make sure they're even on both sides as well. A little touch up. Sometimes I can lose the color when I'm blending, so I like to go in and fix whatever need to be fixed. And like I've always said, you want to always blend. Blending is very important in your makeup routine. You don't want harsh edges or anything like that unless you're doing like an editorial, something like that. But for a natural everyday look, you want to make sure everything is blended and seamless. So you would see me blending a lot, and that will definitely help with making sure everything looks seamless, skin-like, and beautiful. So I always like to put a pop of color in my inner corner. It helps open my eyes, add a little more depth to it, and I just like the way it looked. The finished look of it is beautiful. Okay, I think it just completes the look. It's perfect. And for me, it's hard because I try to make sure that it's even on both sides. Sometimes one side has a little bit more than the other. It drives me crazy, but hey, we're not perfect. But all right, so I am looking for my makeup. I'm not very organized. I want to go back in and try to do some at the bottom, almost for like a smoky look or something like that. Trying something different. Usually I skip this part, but today I wanted to add it, and I really think it really helps to bring the eye look together a little bit better. I don't do smokies often, but sometimes when you start, you get a little carried away, and I think I did. So, but I love how it came out nonetheless. Try to stay up close to my waterline, and then making sure it's even on both sides, not to come out too far to cover the highlight, the inner corner highlight, but just enough to make sure it stands out a little bit. So my next thing that I'm going to do is finally the mascara. So I noticed that when I use a primer for my lashes that the mascara looks a million times better. So I've been using a primer for my lashes for a while, and I love how it just makes the mascara a lot thicker, stays a lot longer, and it also gives me a little bit more length. My eyelashes are short, so any kind of help that I can get to make them pop and look cute, I'm with it. I also do the bottom. Don't want to forget the bottom lashes. I don't do them all the time, but when I want my bottom lashes, I want my lashes to pop. So priming the lashes are very important for me, for my looks. Of course, I forgot to put my powder on. My routine changes from time to time. So I want to make sure I have no lines, harsh lines, so everything is blending like I've said through the video. So I'm applying it where the highlight area would be, also under my eyes. I just want to make sure it looks seamless. There's no line between light and dark, basically. So I want to just try to make sure I get all the areas and make sure there's nothing standing out, and it looks really good. Alright, now it's time for the mascara. I needed a mirror, so so I like to put my mascara on after the eyeshadow. And I like to apply a couple coats because, like I said, my lashes are short and they're not very thick. So anything to make them pop out, stand out a little bit more, I try my best to do that. I don't wear false lashes, at least not on a daily basis. I do like them once in a while, but I don't really wear them often. I just prefer just to wear the mascara. And I'm trying to make sure I focus since I'm doing my bottom lashes. And I love this mascara. It has fibers in it that helps lengthen your lashes, make them pop, make them, separate them and make them, look really beautiful. And I like to look in the mirror to make sure both eyes are similar, that I don't have too much going on one side and not the other. And I'm trying to cover the white primer so there's no white spots on my lashes. I wish it dried clear so I wouldn't have to try so hard to cover up the white. Trying to get every lash possible and coat it and make it stand out. So now it's time for me to line my lips. I like to have a gloss on first. This one that I'm wearing is by Fenty. Of course, I love Fenty products. I like to put a gloss on first and then line my lips. The liner goes on so much more smoothly and it blends out a lot better. Also, it hydrates my lips for whatever lip product that I'm going to apply. This color, Pat McGrath. Love it. In love with this color. And it goes so well with my eyeshadow. The camera is not picking up the true color, but it's amazing color, amazing mauve color. So now I'm going to take my hair down. I sleep with my hair when it is flat ironed. I sleep with it in 2 buns for heatless curls. And I'm unraveling this one. Look at that. Look at that. It has shine to it. Looks so good. So I have this butter that is in my shop that I make. It is an awesome, awesome hair and body butter. It has so many vitamins and nutrients that will help your hair grow. It will help retain length. It would also hydrate and provide the needed vitamins for your hair, for healthy hair. And you see, I don't need a lot, just a little. And I rub it through my hands and I apply it all over. I try to stick to the ends of my hair and flatten down any flyaways and fluff. That way I don't have to worry about my hair being frizzy or anything like that. So I always try to apply a butter or oil to my hair. My hair is a few days old, so it isn't freshly straightened. But as the days go on, I do like to apply some kind of butter. And as you see, it also is perfect for your skin. I use this butter also for my body. It will give you a nice glow, a healthy glow. It will keep your skin from drying out. It helps with eczema and other skin conditions. So this butter is a must. And I will definitely leave the link below for you to purchase it from my shop. And look at that. It looks so good. Look at that.